Now I have a cold, so I might have to stop and blow my nose. That really gets old when you have to take and your nose blows. But I am going to try this anyway for a little while. And I don't know what you think of this, but I'm going to go out of style if I don't continue to play my videos. I will get stale, and then I'll forget that I ever even did one, or any matter for that matter. And whether they are poetry or poems or pun or whatever they may be, I'm hoping that you enjoy what I'm doing for you and that you don't go off in some stew. And stew meaning not soup, which I could eat some soup now, but I'm talking about um, the stew of being angry, not the stew from a cow. Um, so now what I want to talk about to you next is about how to get over your sickness, how you can get over your sickness really fast if you've got a little sickness in your body that you're so tired of, and you can say, I'm so tired of this sickness, I've got to get rid of it. Well, you've got to wait until you get the chills. Now you know that it's about time that you can sweat it out. You're going to be sweating it out, yeah, but you got to wait until you get the chills. And then you go to bed and sleep for an hour. Let the chills soak in. Let these toxins get gathered together and soak in. And then you begin to sweat. You wake up after about an hour. You get out of bed. Now you make sure you have some nice clean sheets. One to lay on and one on top of you. And then you put on the blankets. And then you put on the quilts. The heavy quilts. Yay! And you have yourself about 5 or 6 blankets and quilts. You say you're going to get phobic under all that. So what? You want to stay sick or not? I'll tell you how not to be phobic. So you get under these covers. And you begin to bring the bottom of the covers in with your toes. You bring them under your feet. And you slide your feet over to the side. Bring the side ones in. Bring them all around you in a little bit, so no air can escape. And then you go and you put your head under here, and you might get a little phobic, but you can do it. You can do it. Oh, you don't have to be afraid. You can keep yourself a little peephole by your head, so that when you get phobic, you can get a little bit of a sniff of air, but you got to bring it back in and breathe into that cocoon, your little cocoon. And then to tell you what, the tricky part is, this is the catch, you have to be naked. It won't work if you're not in the nude. Don't be afraid of your own nudity. You can be a nudist for 1 hour and live. You will not die. So just relax. And I'll tell you what, if you lay there afraid it's not going to work, you can prolong or prevent it from working. And you see, I still have my cold, but I feel better. And it takes about an hour. So after you get in there and you get set, and you start breathing in your little cocoon, It helps to sing something. It makes more hot air. And you don't want to have a hot heater blowing underneath there because you catch the covers on fire. Plus, you will not get the benefit of sweat. It'll be dry heat and it won't work. That'll never work. So you gotta just be patient and not be apprehensive or panicky. You may not be phobic. You have to relax. And then when you are done, you can get out and take a bath, and you'll feel so much better because you're going to feel so cruddy from the toxics that came out onto your skin. You'll feel yuck. And you got to go take a bath. And then you got to go take the sheets and the pillowcases, and you got to wash them. Make sure you got both pillowcases in the washing machine, or you'll come up short one. Trust me on that one. But anyway, so you get under these covers, and your mind is a rolling. Is it going to work or is it not? It worked before, but will it work this time? And so you begin to think. You think and you think and you think until you think pink. And then you wonder if you have gone crazy. And then you think about it. What if you get a telephone call and then you're stuck under there? So you reach out and get your telephone and bring it in. Now you have lost some of your heat. Your hot air is gone. You got to start over. Oh, now you know you're going to have to go to the bathroom. So you got to go to the bathroom and start over. Oh, and so you start over and you start getting heated up again. Oh, now you know you're going to have to blow your nose soon. So you reach out, try to slip your hand out from underneath the covers without losing your heat onto the napkin you knew you had on the nightstand, and it's not there. Why is it not there? Well, now you got to get out from under the cover to get your napkin. It's down on the floor. So you bring that in, and you stick it under the cover and underneath the pillow, you think. Okay, then comes the time to blow your nose. Well, you can't find your napkin. Now, what happened? You just can't figure out what happened to your napkin. Now you gotta go back to the nightstand and get the other napkins. So you stick your hand out. You can't find them again. You stick your hand out, you lose some of your heat. And then you're going to put these napkins under your pillow. And then you think about it, you know what? Maybe your first napkin went into the pillowcase. Yeah. You do stupid things sometimes, don't you? So you look, and sure enough, there it is. Okay, so now we're going to take the pillowcases, we're going to turn them around about so they both are pointing, the openings of the pillowcases are pointing on outside of the bed, on both sides. Now you cannot make that stupid mistake again. So you blow your nose, right? Okay. Now you think about it after you start heating up again. While you got your phone, it acts as a flashlight. And by the way, you gotta have it completely dark under there. Because if you don't have the light on and dark underneath the covers, you won't be able to tell if your pillows and your blankets are working. If you can see any light coming in from anywhere, it's not working. But if your light is off, you don't know that. So keep your light on. And so you brought your phone in case someone calls. But now you think, wow, I have this flashlight on my phone. I may as well use it for something. I'll get my song that I wrote recently, which I'm not ready to share with you yet because I am going to memorize it and then I'm going to play it to my guitar. Of course, the devil says you cannot do that. You can never play the guitar to a song. You don't know how. You can't do that yet. Let's say you want to make a bet. I know I can. I'm not going to give up. It might take me a while. So what if it takes me a year? I'll do it. I'm not going to give up. So because that's one of the reasons I sing these songs in the first place, because I'm going to try to learn how to sing songs to music and become a singer if possible. Don't know if it's possible or not, but if I don't try, I will never know. I want to be a musician star. I want to be a movie star. I want to be a poetess. I want to be a comedian. But you can never do any of that if you don't get started in some small, stupid way. It makes a fool out of yourself. It'll help you get rid of your phobic if you just go ahead and make a fool of yourself. Make yourself a movie. Put it on MySpace or, Facebook, and let me watch you. See how crazy you look. And that will help you get over your phobia. When I was in Landmark, I did not have a voice. And so, Landmark Education, I was given an opportunity to use the mic for a certain situation to become a spokesman. Well, this was tough. I was not a spokesman. I was quiet. Well, when I worked at the Mennonite Nursing Home, Mountain View Nursing Home, in Madison, Virginia, when I was in my 20s, all the guys were supposed to take a turn to have a devotional at breakfast in the morning, to read the Bible and pray. Oh, I hated that. I did not do very well, and I hated it. And there's one lady always said, she was one of the guests that lived there, that we took care of. She always said, I cannot hear a word he said. It always made me so mad. I hated to do it to start with, and then she said that, and it made me hate it even more. But at the Landmark, every week I was to use this mic and find my voice. I was given a position I understood later that no one was given before, so I was treated in a nice way, in a way. But I thought I was being mean to in a way. But in a way I knew it was for my own good. And the person who put me up to it believed in me more than I believed in myself. And she made me do that, which I am thankful for and I'm grateful, very grateful. But I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a voice. And one day I told myself, because I was beginning to get my voice, and one day I told myself, I am going to do away with the mic, wean myself from the mic today. I'm going to get my voice. And I did. I was able to speak, and I had my voice. So if I can do that, I know I can do anything I want to do. So that's the reason for these videos. Just so you know that. And I don't mind making a fool of myself if you don't mind watching. If you hate it and don't want to watch them, it's fine with me. At least I did it. Maybe someone else on YouTube will watch it. But, so anyway, so much for that. But where was I at? I got off on a rabbit trail. Oh, yeah, I got my song. And I decided I will memorize my song in my cocoon. So that's what I did, and that helped to heat up my cocoon. As you know, because that puts out a lot of energy. I didn't get very far because my voice let out. Got kind of hoarse like I am right now. So, so that's that. And so you try that. If you feel sick, wait until you get the chills and then go to bed for an hour. Sleep it off and let the toxics gather together in your body like that for an hour. And then wake up. And then build your cocoon. And sweat it out. Sweat it out. Sweat it out. Sweat it out, yeah. Sweat it out, yes. So that's the recipe. There's no guarantee it's going to work. But that's a suggestion for you to try. And you might be surprised, depending on the type of sickness. If you have just a little sickness, you might can make your sickness go away and not come back at all anymore. But if you have a cold, of course, you're still going to have your cold, probably. But you'll feel better. Yeah. You can heal yourself, too, sometimes depending on what's wrong with you. One time I was in bed. I was feeling I was going to get sick. And I just willed myself to be well. And then I felt that sickness just leave my body like a being left my body. That works sometimes. Doesn't always work. And sometimes you have different methods of getting healed, either divine healing or spiritual healing of some other kind, or just heal yourself or will yourself to be well. Maybe you have to use medicine. It all depends. Just whatever you decide works for you. And then one time, a man told me, this was a friend of mine, he said, he was praying, the devil made him sick instantly. He was sick for a week. And I didn't say nothing to him about it, but I was like critical in my own mind. I said to myself, he should never have submitted to that sickness. Well, that was a challenge to the devil. And one day when I was praying hard, the devil took the challenge and he made me sick instantly, and I was sick in bed for a week. And then I had to eat my humble pie. Well, now I have gone on and rambled for almost 17 minutes. And so I hope that you at least got a little benefit out of this sweating it out video. Let me know how it went for you. Thank you.